I'm Louise Parlons Bentata. I'm CEO of Bluemethane, and we develop technology that captures methane from liquid waste. I am at the World Biogas Expo 2025 to get a sense of whether people know how much methane they're emitting from their digestate. So we're recovering methane from the waste stream. Nobody's doing it. So what differentiates is we're currently alone in what we're doing. And we exist to recover methane from any latent waste liquid, including digestate. The first barrier is at the moment, it's impossible to measure how much residual methane is in any waste liquid if it's a really complicated one, like a sludge or a digestate. And that's important for us in our business model. And so because of that, we're now working on a system that also measures residual methane. We then recover it, and that's fine. And the challenge, though, is not the technology. The challenge is really financial incentives and developing business models where they don't exist at the moment. I am interested in companies who also see a waste stream, that effluent, as a potential source of opportunity. So if they're changing any waste to value, that matters to me. If they're using it for a fertilizer or for a fuel, the different ideas about how people are extracting residual value out of something which is really everybody's rubbish bin, that's exciting. We set up Bluemethane 4 years ago, so we're not new, but we have it is a startup journey where we started with an idea that we read about in a newspaper, and now we have a deployed industrial scale unit at a biogas site on the Isle of Wight. So yeah, it is a journey, and now we are on the cusp of commercialization. So the most unexpected challenges have been really not about does the technology work, because our technology uses mostly physics. They've really been about how do you develop a go-to-market strategy and product market fit when the industry doesn't yet exist. So we remove methane from water, so are we carbon capture? But we give a site more biogas, so are we an energy company? But then we're treating water, are you a wastewater company? And therefore, I think working out the story of our go-to-market and then getting product market fit has been really challenging. And then even though we've managed the technology hasn't been, I found some of the timelines that suppliers have are completely ridiculous. I found another 3 months here, another 2 months there. Those are my biggest hurdles. It wouldn't be fair to say that investors don't understand. It's simply that we aren't a category that already exists. And because we're unfamiliar, we're not like a nice insurance business or a technology supplier that does that. I think it makes it just a little bit more of a barrier for investment. But we know the problem is there to be solved, and we are the ones who are trying to solve it. And therefore, we focus a lot on customer traction, which has been really strong. I'd like to wave my magic wand and create financial incentives for reducing Scope 3 emissions in digestates. At the moment, you can't get a carbon credit for it. Nobody's financially incentivized to do it. There's no regulation. And it feels quite hard to be doing all of that in one go. So Bluemethane, we exist to prevent 1 billion tons of greenhouse gases from liquids, from methane. And we see that as 3 parts. First of all, we measure how much is there, and then we remove it. And then there's this third part, which is you've got to stop the methanogenesis at the end. And we cover all 3. And therefore we care about the full solution of methane mitigation. Exciting milestones coming up. We'll be testing our measuring system at customers near the end of the year. We have our first UK water company deployment of a capturing technology in September at Anglian Water. I think lots of exciting things.